Hi everybody, and welcome to this edition of ArtChat TV. Today in the studio we have James Allen, and James is going to show us exactly how he creates what he calls book excavation. Some very interesting 3D art from books. Check this out.
Yeah, so this is a 6-book piece. So each of the books comes together, and my idea was to make this sort of hexagonal crystal shape, but just to create some different windows. A lot of the books are more simple, like the singular books are more simple, where I'm just cutting one with a window, and then so that would just be the piece by itself. But for this, I've combined all the books, and then so you can see how the process works is that I cut, and then as I'm carving down, you know, the pages are building up the composition as I cut through the book. And this one's harder to open because I've cut the top off. But this one is easier to look at. So I cut the shape out of the cover. Well, I cut the corner off of the book to shape it so that the overall shape of this would be crystalline shaped. The subject of these books is science and invention, and actually I've carved through the backs of the books because I wanted everything to just be this cream color. So it's this set of encyclopedias of science and invention. So all of these are just different machines and different science ideas. And so as I'm cutting through, you know, this is an old, you know, typewriter, and let's see, you know, you can kind of get an idea as it's building up the layers, the things start to relate. Oops, it's getting caught up here. But yeah, they're a little bit fragile, but it's pretty forgiving. You know, if stuff gets bent, sometimes I have to glue it back down. But as you can see, it's all still bound. Everything's just laying still in the places that they were. So as I go deeper and deeper, you know, more of the space within the book is getting filled in, and then eventually it's almost all filled in. You know, there's a loom back here. This is like some manufacturing of some linoleum or paper or something. You know, you got a prism here, sort of explaining how it breaks light apart. This thing is interesting. That page has an old. This is an old record player. What do you call it? Where you put the quarter in and...
Oh, like a jukebox.
Yeah, a jukebox. It'll pick the old record up. And so, like, you know, when this was published, you know, jukeboxes would play records for you. So I could see some outdated technology. But yeah, then the different books have other different stuff. Here's some recording equipment, not too dissimilar to what we're using, although we're on computers now. This is one of the reel-to-reel ones, you know, like Hunter S. Thompson would carry around when he was interviewing people.
Exactly.
With the little, you'd hold the reel-to-reel in one hand and have the microphone in your person's face with the other hand. And then these things are explaining how the magnetic pole works in relation to the equator and what effects it has when it's spinning. You got your little train cars down here, and the reel-to-reel projector is back here. So there's all kinds of just weird, interesting illustrations going on. This is my box that I keep all the stuff that I use, which is basically just my scalpel and replacement blades. And so, yeah, this is really the tool that I use And so, I can quick show you, I just, this part's going to get cut deeper. And so I just, cut into this page and, just carefully keeping the shape that I want to preserve of the film, reels, and then just pop that out, and then I see, what's behind that. I don't know what it is, but then I'll end up cutting through that. That doesn't seem interesting behind that.
So you'll keep cutting deeper.
Yeah, and so then I just keep cutting deeper until it seems like something that'll work for the composition, that'll add some interest. And that's, a lot of times I will put a divider in between the pages. Sometimes, I don't always do it blind where I'm cutting and not knowing what's coming, so I can put a little scrap paper in, say, oh, I want this little rainbow here, although I don't think I actually want that. But if I did, I could put a divider in there so I could cut down to that. So I'm just looking through, and it looks like I might peel off some of this paper on the top to make the top layer of this have a variation where it's like, so the book paper, I peel that back so it would just be the raw cardboard of the cover, more like that color. So yeah, they just, the works kind of evolve as I'm cutting through. It, starts to reveal its overall composition more and more.
Perfect. Wow, thank you very much for that. That's great.
Yeah, thank you.